I think he's struggling with that idea of like, hey, this is the franchise that drafted me, and I want to be loyal, but like I also want to win. So if that's not possible here, then should I do it somewhere else?
3 weeks later.
He has made it clear to them in private conversations, as much as he loves Milwaukee, loves the organization, loves the franchise, he is ready to move to a new team potentially at the deadline.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm. Wait.
What's the protocol, everybody? What's the protocol? Relax. When I think about my favorite players from the last 10 years, one guy I've always supported, always wanted to win, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis' career is the ultimate rags to riches story, developing himself into an elite NBA talent and eventually an MVP. And if you're a Bucks fan today under the age of 60, Giannis is the greatest Buck you've ever watched. And that 2021 championship is the only title you've ever personally seen.
Middleton inside, nice entry pass, and the slam!
Attempt and fades away from the rim. It's the presence of Giannis.
Antetokounmpo off the glass! 50 points.
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
That 2021 title run is one of the greatest ever and ended with one of the best finals clinching performances in NBA history. And if you're a Bucks fan, that championship run can never be erased. For Giannis' legacy, it is his crowning achievement that decades from now people will still talk about. But looking past 2021, the last few seasons have been rough to say the least. In 2022, as defending champions, they lost in 7 to Boston with Chris Middleton injured. In 2023, they lost in 5 to the Miami Heat in round 1 with Giannis hurt for half the series. In 2024, with Dame Lillard, they lost to the Pacers in 6, Giannis didn't play that series, and in 2025 the final nail hit again, losing to Indy as Dame tore his Achilles and Giannis went solo with Kyle Kuzma.
Antetokounmpo had 36 the other night. Here's Kuzma. He misses to start.
Forces the defense to have to help. You can get shooters.
And now Kuzma misses again.
That one was off balance. Lillard volleyballs it over, and Lillard goes down with an injury.
How are you? Not great, Bob.
Right now, looking at this trade request, this trade demand, it honestly isn't surprising for either side. It feels like the right time to move on. This Bucks team is going nowhere. There's no clear direction. Giannis the player still has plenty left. He's only 31. If you're a Bucks fan, you love Giannis. Watching Milwaukee this season has been brutal because Giannis individually still has elite ability. The roster around him offers almost nothing. If you want to do right by Giannis and right by the league, trading him is the best decision for everyone involved. Now when talking about a trade, there's one caveat, one asterisk that has to be mentioned. Giannis, despite being 31, has calf injuries stacking up. His recent injury history is concerning, missing 58 total games over the past 4 seasons. That's roughly 20% of every year. And in the playoffs it's a coin flip. Is he healthy or not? That's the risk. Is he worth it? Absolutely. On the court he's a walking 28, 10, and 5 on over 60% shooting.
Pretty good.
If you're a team trying to trade for Giannis, those minor injuries and occasional missed time shouldn't scare you at all. And when looking at possible teams, let's divide them into 3 clear categories. The first category is what I call looking for more. Those 2 teams are the Knicks and the Rockets. Both teams are doing well in their conferences and having solid seasons. The Rockets have a deep roster filled with young talent like Sengun, Thompson, Whitmore, and Eason. As built, Houston is a strong team. But the Western Conference is a war zone and they're missing one major piece to truly contend. And with Durant as their best player, that window is shrinking fast. He'll be 38 next year. If you're a Rockets fan wanting more, go get Giannis and try to win now because that opportunity is closing quickly.
All right, let's go already!
Now look at the Knicks, who are in a very similar position of wanting more. The Knicks in the Eastern Conference are surviving because the East is weak. When you examine their season, it's been disappointing after making the conference finals last year. Over the last 15 games, things have gotten shaky. They've won just 6 games, ranked 15th in offensive rating, 22nd in defensive rating, and 20th in net rating, tied with Miami.
Oh my God. What is that smell?
Now beyond the Knicks and Rockets, the next group of teams I call the better weather Bucks. Those teams are the Heat and the Warriors. If either of these teams trades for Giannis, their rosters would be completely gutted. What you'd be left with is Giannis, another star, and role players. If Giannis ends up with Miami or Golden State, it's a solid move, but the end result is basically Milwaukee 2.0 in a nicer location.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Now looking at Tier 3, this is the do something already tier. These teams are the Bulls and Hawks, who live in the play-in tournament every single year. If you're a fan of either team, you're stuck in basketball purgatory, painfully mediocre. What fans want is a bold move. Push the chips in. Trade for Giannis. Become relevant in the East and hope to grow into a contender. If the Bulls land Giannis, he becomes their best player since Jordan. If the Hawks land him, he's the best player in franchise history. Instantly, both teams would be top 4 teams in the East the moment the trade happens. Now the final tier is the this might be rigged tier. The teams here are the Lakers and Spurs. These franchises have been spoiled all century. If the Lakers get Giannis, I may stop watching basketball. No team should keep landing superstar after superstar. If the Spurs get him, the rich get richer, creating Robinson Duncan 2.0, a contender from day one.
And this already happened. Shams reported this a couple of months ago. You can put out whatever verbiage you want around it about whether he requested it or asked for it or hinted at it, but he basically said, I want to be a Knick.
Now for the million-dollar question, the elephant in the room. Where does Giannis get traded, and does it happen during the season? If you ask me, yes. And the destination is either New York or Houston. Both teams become championship contenders immediately with Giannis. The key factor is desperation. And the most desperate team is the Knicks. In the Jalen Brunson era, they've been together for a while. Brunson and Towns reaching the conference finals was impressive, but the goal is a championship. And this roster as currently built isn't getting there. The player who pushes them over the top is Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the way you do that is by acting now. If they wait until summer, anything can happen. This is the NBA. The Knicks' best chance is right now. Next voice 9. So that's the video. And I'll finish with this for Bucks fans. You had Giannis for a decade, and he delivered on his promise by winning an NBA championship. No sane Bucks fan is angry if he asks out and moves on. For both sides, the best move is to trade Giannis and reset. Milwaukee looks to the future, and Giannis looks toward the back half of his prime and hopefully ring number 2. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.